Oh, Doug should totally keep his beard. Yes, absolutely.
I don't like Dad with his beard on.
With the beard.
No beard.
Actually, I really like him with a beard.
I like him with and without.
I think I like him better without, but it's been fun to see him with.
No.
I don't know. I like him with the beard and without the beard.
Probably with the beard.
He looks okay in a beard, but I just like guys without beards better.
I like his beard on him a lot better.
Yeah, I kind of like the beard. I think I like it without better, but the beard's kind of cool.
But then when he's without, he looks like he's our dad.
I just like him better without a beard. I like the beard too, but it's just too much like Santa Claus.
My theory is we all have hair on the top of our heads. We don't have to shave it to look good. We can have hair on the bottoms of our heads. You'll probably want to keep that one. That was a weird way to say it.
I don't know, it's more of a manly look.
But I think it's a very distinguished, manly look. And his is a very full, good-looking beard.
The dads without beards, they usually sit at a desk and they're kind of nerdy. They don't like the dads that don't ever grow beards are nerdy, kind of.
It just makes you look very in charge, but gentle, like a prophet, like Malachi. Is that who you play in Savior of the World? I think so.
First of all, makes him look wiser. Second of all, what I think looks cool, looks like an actual skier when he goes down the mountain skiing. Yeah.
To shave it. That's why you like his beard? Yeah.
Because he shaves it?
No, he doesn't. Sometimes, okay? He never shaved. Well, sometimes he shaved right there, he shaved right there, he shaved right there. No? And he shaved right there. Shaved never. And he shaved right there.
No mustache though, not by itself.
Do you guys like being in a big family?
Yeah.
Why?
Because you can have more people you can play with.
I'm not sure what's the best thing about being a large family. Just there's a lot of good to it.
I think one of the reasons I like being in a large family, when I was little, I liked it because it was bragging rights.
There's a lot of people around, so you learn a lot of like life lessons from being in a large family, just from living at home, living normal life, just because there's so many different people, different personalities.
When I come home, I feel like a rock star, especially being the oldest in a large family. I walk in the door and all the kids run and yell, "Tyler!" and they come hug my leg and I can't move, and it's awesome. Until I married my wife, and then she took that role. And it's still fun, because I love to see how accepting they are of my wife, of Jessica.
I love that together, mom and dad together. We together. Mom and daddy wanted to do it on me.
We have fun together.
I mean, everyone always points out that, oh, you must always have a friend and somebody to rely on. And I guess I never really had thought about it, but I do. And there's always somebody there, and I just know that if something happens, and I went through a lot of times where I didn't have any friends, and my siblings and parents were my friends. And if I didn't have a big family, then that would not be possible. I remember having dance parties with all of us, and then Mom coming to join in and thinking, what's she doing here? But it was fun. She'd come and dance, and
be kind of ridiculous along with us, but was willing to just let it go and have fun with us. She'd teach us the moves to Macarena and really all of that CD. Mambo No. 5, and I don't remember what all the other songs were, but
I don't know. She's pretty silly, which is fun. Something that I thought was really cool, when we were sitting at a Savior of the World rehearsal, I think it was the first one, Hiram kept licking her, and she leaned over and said, "You better stop or I'm gonna lick you back." So of course he licked her again, and she like grabbed his face and licked his entire face all over in front of all of these people we don't know at Savior of the World. It was our first rehearsal, and I thought that was fun.
Mom, too many to count. Probably one that I get reminded of often. I don't remember, but Shaylee says that she either dumped water down her back or gave her a wedgie, and I'm not sure. So that was probably one of the times when I was embarrassed, one of the only times actually that I was embarrassed for my mom when a friend was over, when she gave her a wedgie. So, but it shouldn't have been a surprise.
I'm sorry, Mom, but it's always the bathroom humor. It's the underwear on the head. We have some great pictures of that one. And the dinner conversations. Probably should not be dinner conversations, but they're really funny. And you do kind of seem to be the instigator.
I've seen Mom dance crazy. Puts underwear on her head. When Dad, Pearson, and Creed were in China getting Scott, they had a big laundry folding party, and Mom put underwear on her head. Hiram's car's underwear.
A silly thing is about Dad, his dog work.
But it was really funny. It was like about a week ago. I was just standing in the kitchen with one of the other kids, with one of the younger kids, and he came in singing at the top of his voice, It's all about that bass? I'm all about that bass. At first I didn't expect him to know that song. And then I've never heard him sing just at the top of his voice before, randomly in the house. So that was fun.
One of them would definitely have to be the monkey impression. Monkey thing.
His dog jaw.
Bark like a dog.
Something like a
you know, Dad's dog jaw has always been a fun, silly thing he does. That I actually cannot wait till Preston is just old enough to recognize what it actually means or what he's trying to do.
I feel like everyone's gonna say this, but the dog jaw. And no, I can't do it. He's the only one who can do it.
He does this monkey thing that he doesn't do anymore. But he would put his hands above his head like a monkey and do the whole sound and chase us around the house, and it was super silly. And I wish he'd do it more.
When Serena and I were dating, the kids were so excited about a dog jaw. And so your dad had me, test out his dog jaw, and he got me pretty good for that one.
Ready? There you go. Just practicing for my son.
It's easy to feel loved from them. Mom is definitely more verbal about it. She's very good at being interested in what you're saying and making you know that she cares about what you're saying and about what you're going through. And so that definitely makes you feel loved. And she gets really excited about things with you, which is fun. Your dad is just so sweet about things. He's always there watching out. If we need something, I remember once with Grant, he was just screaming and hard. And he took him, he just walked around the house and held Grant for a very, very long time, hour or more long time. And just little acts of service and kindness like that?
They take me fun places, hug me, and yeah.
Well, just look at me. I got contacts, I got nice clothes, I guess. Well, I like it how Mom homeschooled us, how she wanted us to learn the right thing, not the wrong thing.
I guess the time that they will take to be there for me, and when we were finishing this basement and Dad was willing to come and help us and spend hours. I think he was here till at least midnight one night helping us finish down here. He has always showed his love in the things that he'll do for us. I know if ever I call Mom or ask her for anything, that she will also drop whatever it is she's doing to be there and to help me.
They tell me that they love me.
They take care of me. They give me food and clothes.
For your dad, I would say it's the time that he takes. As everyone knows by now, I'm changing jobs right after Christmas this year, and had questions about how to handle the change, how to handle the negotiation. And through it all, there were a lot of decisions to make in a very short amount of time, and I needed some advice. And your dad was very willing to answer the phone and take 20 minutes to talk through it with me, which I found to be that was very good of him. And he called back to see how it all went. Ended up shaking out, and I really appreciated that. They would take the time, in that moment to address these concerns or help me figure it out was fantastic. But that he would remember a few weeks later and care enough again to call during work hours. And as for Deanne, I actually love how much she loves Sierra and Preston. The love that she shows to my children is absolutely fantastic, and that's actually what I would want and hope for more than any love for me specifically. And so it's really good to see her developing a relationship with her grandchildren, with my children, and that's very important to me.
They show their love just by being so willing to help me with everything. Just anything that I go and ask them to help, they listen, they offer advice and whatnot.
Again, the late night talks with Mom. Just always willing to sit and listen and want to know everything that's going on in your life. Sometimes it's annoying because I don't know what to say. There's nothing new, Mom. But she always just makes sure that she knows what's going on. But I know that she loves because she takes the time to listen and to show that she cares. But he always is there for advice and support. He's the rock. He's the pillar in my life, especially as I've grown older, especially as I've become a dad and become more of a man. Never makes me feel stupid for asking a question or needing his advice, and is always willing to give it.
They help me feel loved by just forgiving me for all the stuff that I do. So I do some pretty dumb stuff.
They say I love you and then they hug me.
They love us so much, and they're really excited he bring us home.
Really?
And bring Simon home. They tell us that they love us, and they give us hugs and kisses and kiss us.
I especially feel like Mom and we are able to talk on the phone, and every time that we end the conversation, there's always an I love you, and so there's the outward expression. And with Dad, I always really appreciate the big hugs that I get whenever I go home. And I really can tell that it makes a difference when I'm around to them, that they really do like it when I'm there. Just by the way that they treat me, and they're so excited when we show up, and I really like that.
I'd have to say, from Dad, the thing that I see most in myself is the work ethic, the honesty, the integrity, just getting something done. It's taken me a while to learn that, but I feel like I've been able to take it and at least to some degree apply it in my life.
More on the dad side, I like to get my hands in things, you know, just experience stuff. On Mom's side, I'd like to think about things and think through things. Think about, I don't know, just think.
How have they not?
Dad likes sports, that's a good thing. He likes skiing, he likes being outdoors and stuff.
Strong-headed like Mom, hard worker like Dad and Mom.
Mom, she likes cooking and I like cooking.
Because I think Dad is good at keeping a cool about him when things get stressful, and he keeps his head on. So I would like to say that that sometimes I do have that.
Like me, she likes to talk about stuff that she really likes a lot, like me.
I think wanting to make a difference. I don't want to just sit back and live my own life. I want to do something good for somebody else. And she's definitely a good example of that.
Mom's hair, Dad's olive skin and dimple, and his eyelashes.
And with Mom, what I see most in myself is her passion.
That we both like those mint chocolates.
Like, stick up for what you know is right.
One of the ways that I've really appreciated them showing their love and demonstrating that in front of the family is just the way that they talk. I've really respected that, just their ability to talk to each other because they love each other.
They hug each other a lot. They give each other hugs and they kiss each other.
I remember a lot when I was little, it was easy to tell that Dad definitely loved Mom, because one day he came home from work and he just announced to all of us at the dinner table that we had the most beautiful mom in the world. And of course I was little, so I was like, well, of course, Dad, duh. Of course she is. But then later on I realized that that was definitely when I started to realize that they actually loved each other, and it wasn't just they were my parents, but they had a relationship too. I like that Mom is not afraid to show her love for Dad. Sometimes it got really awkward and embarrassing as a teenager when you would come home and they'd smooch right in the middle of the kitchen and there was somebody there. But I like that there was no shame, and they weren't afraid to show the world that they were in love, even though they've been married for years and had a billion kids, and but they still took time for each other, and I like that.
Don't get mad at each other very often. They hug each other.
They hug each other and they be with each other a lot.
So Dad, no matter what, was on Mom's side. Anytime one of us would say something bad about or to Mom, we got in trouble, for sure. And Mom, she always deferred to him. It was very much a mutual relationship, but it is very much a mutual relationship. But Mom always respected his thoughts and opinions. And, you know, as patriarch of the family, she always, you know, deferred to what he thought, and he always took into account what she would say.
Mom and Dad, they both like respect each other. They do, like, whenever one suggests something, you know, they listen to each other and, you know, take the other's opinion into account.
They try to go on dates every night, and sometimes on some of the dates, they go to the temple. They say prayers every morning before Dad goes to work. I think that's a good one.
Oh, the kiss and the hug and to get married and they're excited and they having a birthday cake. Yay! They kiss and hug and go out to eat.
Whenever Mom's feeling sad, Dad always helps her to feel better. Will tries his best to make her feel happier. He does whatever she wants to make her feel happier and better.
Your dad does a very good job of speaking softly.
Like Mom shows her love to Dad by wanting to spend time with him, and always knew that he was her support. And I know whenever Dad would come home from work, she'd stop what she was doing to go and give him a hug and make him know that she cared, that he was home and that he was around again. Something that's always stuck out to me is that Dad is behind Mom and will support her all the time.
Remember who you are, and you're born to be a queen, and you're a princess, and just keeping a high standard for us all.
Mom just always talking about how, we are royalty. We are of royal birth. And just making sure that we always know who we are and that we are special and that we are worth it.
Mom talks about adoption a lot. Whoever they're adopting at the time, or who they're helping. I don't know. Talk about us, I feel like, a lot.
I'll bet you a milkshake. They say that a lot.
That's a hard one. She cooks so much good stuff that I have a lot of favorites. There's the meatloaf, the manicotti, lasagna.
One is taco soup. I love taco soup. And the second one is homemade lasagna. That's delicious.
Ooh, the Thanksgiving meal is my favorite.
Taco soup, white chili, potato soup.
And I like eating biscotti.
The ham and the rolls and the jello.
All of it.
Pizza, rolls, potatoes.
Potato soup.
Potato soup.
Chicken noodle soup, homemade lasagna.
It's little yummy, and I like a second. It's little yummy.
Gravy, orange jello. There's just so much stuff, Mom. I just can't describe it.
First, I'm supposed to say Merry Christmas, so Merry Christmas. But just want to say thank you. Thank you for raising your kids the way you do. Tyler's a great husband. And a lot of that came from you guys. And just thank you for being such a great example in everything. You want to make me be a better person. And I've learned so much just in connecting with people and feeling the spirit and not being afraid to tell people about the spirit that I'm feeling and being silly and things like that. So, thanks.
Merry Christmas.
I love you, Mom and Dad. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Mom and Dad.
I love you, and I am very grateful for everything that has happened in my life. I can honestly say that everything I am or have learned has pretty much come from you in one way or another, and I am extremely grateful for that. Thank you, and Merry Christmas.
Mom and Dad, I love you. Merry Christmas.
I wish you a Merry Christmas. I wish you a Merry Christmas. I wish you a Merry Christmas. And I really love you, and you smell like a monkey. Merry Christmas, Mom and Dad.
Doug and Deanna, thank you for being there as I've dealt with the loss of my father, and for always having your door open to me and my family. It means a lot to know that we have somewhere we can always land.
Merry Christmas! Mom and Dad, I love you and want to thank you for Christmas and what you do. And thanks for being great, I guess. Actually, no, not I guess, but thanks for being great.
I love you, Mom and Dad. Merry Christmas.
Thanks for always forgiving me and always having my back, never letting me down or ever just kicking me under the rug. Also, just want to say that you guys are doing good, and also that I know that the things that you've taught me are true, especially about the gospel, and I know that you guys are doing what's right. And Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
I love you, Mom and Dad. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas!
I love you, Mom and Dad. Thank you for raising us the way that you have, for teaching us how to be good people, and really for always being there for us whenever we know, or whenever we need anything. We know that we can count on you to be there and support us, and I really appreciate that. So thank you. Merry Christmas.
I love Mom and Dad Christmas.
So Mom and Dad, I just want you to know that I love you, and I really look up to you and hope that I can be as giving and faithful as you guys are. And I love you and hope that you can feel that.
I love you, Mom and Dad. Merry Christmas!
Mom and Dad, I just want to say thank you for being who you are, for allowing me to grow, to become who I am. Dad, I know, in the beginning, when I was younger, I didn't talk a lot. I felt like you didn't talk a lot, but I always felt loved by you. And so obviously I kind of felt closer to Mom because she definitely talked. But now that I'm older, I'm growing up, I look to you mostly for the advice that I need on how to be a father, a husband, a man. So I really appreciate that I can always trust you, that you have always been a man that I can look to. And then Mom, thank you for your love, your kindness, your strength, your weakness, your softness. You were the example of what I wanted in a wife. And Jessica very much fits that. You know, the happy, see the positive, forgiving, very loving towards your husband, towards your kids, towards me. So thank you for being my parents. And Merry Christmas. I love you.
Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas.
Yes.